GoFundMe. GoFundMe is a platform in which you can basically just give people money, donations for projects, ideas, fundraising, anything. You can set up a GoFundMe to provide funds to people that are in various forms of need, idea, support. And I think overall it's a great idea. I think it's an awesome idea that this platform exists. However, we seem to have an epidemic, particularly with black people, that are using GoFundMe as a hustle, as a way to skirt their responsibilities and put those responsibilities off on GQ Public. And that's a problem. That's a problem because that's not what it should be used for. Now, there can be things that can happen. It can happen to anybody. I mean, natural disaster come through. A tornado can come through. I mean, in Mayfield, Kentucky, a couple of years ago, it was a devastating tornado. I'm telling you, it destroyed the police station. It destroyed the courthouse. It destroyed a lot of people's homes. And in that instance, GoFundMe is an excellent idea or way for people to get money to help rebuild their lives. And I've given to people in instances where they were homeless or had situations through no fault of their own, and they needed assistance. And I think that is a good thing. Okay. However, we have people that, because it just happened today, and this is why I'm doing it again. People, they get up when they say they go for, they have a GoFundMe to bury a loved one or a relative. Now, it's a sad thing to see someone pass on, but no one knows the day and the hour that word may be called. But there are ways to deal with this stuff. And one of the chief ways of dealing with this stuff is a simple burial policy. A simple life insurance policy, a simple burial policy. Don't cost no more than $10,000. And that's the high end to put somebody in the ground. Me personally, give me a pine box. Don't spend a lot of money. Don't spend a lot of money. Hey, it's just not important. Put me in a pine box, dig a hole, throw me in it. It's not necessary to spend a whole lot of money on that. That those funds can be used for, my wife and my children to go on and live their lives. That's my personal take on it. But we have an epidemic of people that are getting on social media and begging for money via GoFundMe to bury their loved ones. And it's sad because the very same people that you see doing GoFundMe, you know what they're doing? They're living a high life. They're living a life as that, everything is good and everything is fine. They have no emergency funds. They don't have no living expenses or 6 months or 3 months worth of savings put back. The average American can't put $500 on their hand in a time of emergency. It's pretty sad. But I told this person, why don't you sell some jewelry? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? You ain't got nothing to sell or pawn off. Because you see the lifestyle that they lead on social media. But they don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. What they want to do is they want to live their life at the expense of others. Then when things go awry, they want somebody else to bail them out. And me personally, I'm not giving any money to anybody. And these people are highly offended. I understand why you're highly offended. If you're irresponsible, that's on you. That's your responsibility. It's not my responsibility. Anybody else's responsibility to cover for your failure to do basic proper planning. Now, it don't cost much. It don't cost much for a simple $10,000 burial policy. It doesn't cost much money. However, people would rather spend money on trips. They'd rather spend money on jewelry, eating out, clubs, nightlife, weaves, makeup. Sisters are spending upwards of $500, more than that on weaves. It's sad. all this caked on, faked on makeup that they putting on these faces, the fake eyelashes and the nails. Hey, they got the money. They ain't just got the money to be responsible for doing things that is going to ensure that they're taken care of. So me personally, I don't do GoFundMe, especially in situations when I see people living their life in such a manner that is very worldly and very materialistic. Nope. No, not none of my money. No. I'm adamantly against giving anybody money in times where they have clearly shown their lack of ability to be fiscally responsible, especially in this day and age. You know, people want to get on Facebook and YouTube and front like. But when it comes time for the calamity, they want you to bail them out when they have clearly, through their own display of their own life, that they didn't care whatsoever. But hey, you know what? If you don't care, neither do I.